never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns. Bless them all, land of the lost. God bless them all, land of the lost. I was raised in the country, and I paid all my dues. I was made in the country, and I won't change just for you. The place I call my home is deep out in the woods. If you don't belong, you better keep about these woods. Like my trucks are loud and my car's real fast, and I love the sound of a shotgun blast. Come around acting all big and bad, then Mr. Postman, that's gonna be your ass. Now I pray to the Lord if trouble stays the hell away from us. But just in case one day it comes, I'm not afraid. I got 'em loaded up. It's in my blood, it's in my roots. I keep it real down to my boots. And they hate to see me winning, cause they say I'm born to lose. Might be true, but I ain't losing. I ain't making no excuses. In the land of the lost, you gotta keep it moving. On the back roads where the alligators crawl, in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs, under pine trees in the land of the lost. I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare. The bombs burst
Welcome, race fans, to another night of the Bluegrass iRacing Series tonight. It is the Cup Series here at Las Vegas. 12 drivers are going to throw their hands in the pot and see what they can come out with at the end of the race. It's time to double down and show those cards. 134 laps tonight. We got about a minute left of final practice here. On top of the charts is Mikey Neal Jr., our in-car driver of the night with a live look-in. Doug Newbig in second. Gabriel Ellison in third. Matt Grenier, Scott Fritz, your top five in speeds in this final practice. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure that like, hit the follow button to share out that broadcast. And, let's see if BJ's done his homework. BJ, give us a rundown of the points.
All right, here in the points coming into tonight, we have Alex Huffman leading the way in the points. Cedric Hunter in second, Mikey Neal Jr. third, Gabriel Ellison fourth, Brendan Holder fifth, and Matt Grenier sixth, Scott Fritz seventh, Jonathan Cogswell eighth, Frankie Barroso ninth, David Farmer 10th, Doug Newbigging 11th, and Jason Bridges round out the top 12 drivers rolling in here tonight into the first race of the round of 12.
Well, we said 12. It looks like there's going to be 13 drivers here tonight. Now we'll take the green flag. And some final practice is over with. We're going to go into live qualifying here just momentarily. 135 laps here at Las Vegas.
And 2 stage breaks at that. We'll have one at lap number 25 and one at lap number 50. Those 2 stages, Steve, are extremely important to the championship chases for these drivers. First out on track tonight, though, here in qualifying, it's the 71 out of Ottawa, Ontario. If I could talk, Ontario, Cedric Hunter.
Ottawa. I love that name, Ottawa. Also making his way onto the track in car number 13 from Owensboro, Kentucky. It's the driver of the 13, Brian Terry, and DeWalt. I said number. I don't know. Maybe I'm like you, BJ. Maybe I can't speak that. Maybe last 2 nights I got this really going. Maybe our brain's not there. I don't know.
Our brain has gotten so used to moving so fast during the race over the last 2 nights that we forgot how to do qualifying.
There you go.
Great racing the last 2 nights here for Bluegrass at the Truck Series on Monday, and then the Xfinity yesterday on Tuesday. And then today, rolling in back here at Vegas for the 3rd time, we have the Cup Series. I cannot wait to see what kind of an action-packed race we have out of these guys. First 2 times down, Brian Terry goes quick time with 31.37. Cedric Hunter goes second with his first lap with 32.5.
And making his way onto the speedway right now from Fernley, Nevada, he wants to go fast, it's Tony Iverson. Also making his way onto the track, car number 27 from Plainsville is Jonathan Cogswell. And David Farmer in that 84 from Bowling Green, Kentucky. I swear these drivers changed their hometowns. Maybe I'm just that dumb. I don't remember week after week, but I swear.
I think he's had Bowling Green at least for the last 4 weeks. But other than that, I'm not sure on some of these drivers.
Also, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night to Ultimate Dirt TV with the Bluegrass iRacing Series. The Pro Late Models take on the Featherlight Speedway at I-55 and catch Brett Wheeler on a call for that one. He's going to fill in for me. So it would be great to have him. Right now, on top of the charts, it is Cedric Hunter. Tony Iverson goes second quick. And Brian Terry, your top 3. Cogswell will time in 5th quick on his first lap. David Farmer now goes quick time with a 30.64.
Yeah, virtually identical times to Cedric Hunter for quick times. Those two drivers just thousandths of a second apart to allow David Farmer to go up to the top of the charts. And well, if I can get my screen to switch again. Yeah, 5/1000ths of a second between those two drivers. John Cogswell now takes over that second spot. David Farmer separates that gap a little bit further, though, with his second lap. Cogswell second. Cedric Hunter third. Iverson fourth. And Terry now fifth.
Jason Bridges driving a 23 tonight. Listed as the 34 from Houston. Currently on the track, it is Toyota.
And quite a nice looking car for a change here tonight. Like, he's not for a change that is nice looking, but he went for a change here tonight and has a very nice looking car. I quite like it. Two-tone red, kind of, I guess. That's the way it looks to me, anyways.
Yes, it does. And now on to the track from Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. It's Brendan Holder. Brendan Holder in that 31 machine. Well, look at Bridges go second quick. Brendan Holder goes now second quick. Bridges will drop to third, making his way entrance onto the racing surface. In car number 48, he hails out of Sacramento, California. It's Mo Abbott in the 48 Cobalt machine.
Now, he's a driver, seems like almost every week he has a different color car out there. He's always got the 48. He's always got a Jimmy Johnson look to that ride, and tonight it's black. I think it was blue last week.
He's keeping it fresh.
He does keep it fresh. It's nice.
Make sure hit that like, hit that follow button, and make sure go to YouTube and hit subscribe on the Ultimate Dirt TV's YouTube and the Bluegrass. Read something tonight that the signups for next season going up this weekend. So tune in to the Bluegrass iRacing Facebook page. Join their Discord. And we will be having some fun, that's for sure. Coming to next season, BJ. We're going to be busy. BJ goes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Darn, Steven. Darn. That's all you say, darn. He wants to say, damn you, Steven. Making his way onto the track now in car number 7. It's Doug Newbegin. Doug Newbegin in car number 7 with a Roasted Jim's coffee machine. Doug Newbegin's having some good runs here and also making his way onto the track. He's your points leader from Morganfield, Kentucky. It is none other than Alex Huffman. Almost gave him a new nickname. Thought, nope, better not do it during this broadcast. I don't need him mad. Well, he might win if I make him mad. But also from Leonardtown, Maryland. And car number 1, it's Scott Fritzen and Tyler Berry Motorsports machine. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Watching us on board, it's Mikey Neal Jr. Mikey Neal Jr. carrying on the live look-in tonight. Get to see some interesting stuff through the live look-in. We managed to give Alex Huffman's wife a boost in social media. I think on Twitter she's up to 1 million followers now. Oh.
See what he times in here for his first lap. He will go 11th quick on his first lap. Scott Fritz will time in second, just 3/300ths of a second off of David Farmer's quick times. Very close times here tonight. Just 6/600ths of a second between our top 3 drivers. Gabriel Ellison will take over that 3rd spot, though, with a 30.48.
And Mikey Neal Jr. quick time with a 30.34. There's a reason we stayed on that young man. Look at him with his phone. It's like he's taking a picture of himself. That's selfie time. Mikey Neal Jr. Pick it up.
He's about to comment on a broadcast. How you like that one?
Yeah, let's see if he's watching Ultimate Dirt TV. That'd be the big deal. Mikey Neal Jr., Farmer, Fritz, and Ellison and Holder, your top 5 here in qualifying tonight. As we have just a few seconds left, 45 seconds left of qualifying before we go racing 134 laps. BJ, you said the stages were what?
25 and 50, I believe, by the information that I have. I am going to double check that schedule. In Vegas, yep, showing 25 and 50 for our stage breaks.
Right. Now look at Huffman 13 down there. What in crap's hell?
I thought he was going to try tonight. But all in all, very close lap times out of everybody here tonight. Our top 2nd through 5th tonight, separated by only 7/100ths of a second. Leader almost a 10th quicker than the rest of the field. And Steve, I believe you have our qualifying results.
I do. Why not? Oh, I do. Mikey Neal Jr. I was like, well, Tor, where's the race results at? Well, because, you idiot, we haven't had them yet. Mikey Neal Jr., top qualifier, David Farmer, Scott Fritz, Gabriel Ellison, and Brandon Holder are your top 5. Yeah, what happened last week was I had qualifying results instead of the event results. And I thought I did something similar when you said that, so I was like, Let's go ahead with tonight's starting lineup here at Las Vegas. On the pole for Team Syndicate, a car number 8, Mikey Neal Jr. And to the south side, he's from the United States. And car number 84, David Farmer.
Row number 2 on the inside, T-Berry Motorsports number 1, Scott Fritz. To his outside, the Lucky Ducks Motorsports number 77, Gabriel Ellison.
Quack, quack. In row number 3 to the inside, the Glove Box Motorsports, car number 31, it's Brandon Holder. And to his outside, the High Side Hustler Motorsports, car number 23 tonight, Jason Bridges.
Row number 2 on the inside, Lucky Ducks Motorsports number 27, Jonathan Cogswell. To his outside, Colorado Racing's 48, Bo Abbott.
And on your fifth row inside, car number 71, Lucky Ducks entry, Cedric Hunter. And to his outside, the High Side Hustler Motorsports, car number 72, Tony Iverson.
Row number 6 on the inside, the Bluegrass Reapers number 13, Brian Terry. To his outside, Lucky Ducks number 7, Doug Newpicking. Yeah.
And on your 7th row to the inside, the Elite Motorsports, car number 2, Alex Huffman. And to his outside, in car number 15, Team New England, Matt Rainier. That is your starting lineup for tonight's. I got lost in Darlington. It's on the thing. It has to change. Anyway, we're at Las Vegas. Don't mind the scorecard, okay? Knock me dead.
We're on it tonight.
We are. That's right.
Well, Steve, you keep quacking, so why does duck have tail feathers?
So don't drown.
How does buck quack?
Well. All right, lights are out. We're going to let them loose out of turn number 4. The pace car looking to make that hard left-hand turn. There he goes. And Mikey Neal Jr., the field's in his hands, waiting for Barney the iRacing flagman's wave that green flag. And he's off. Good start for that young man right there. And Scott Fritz is in his hip pocket. There's a go into turn number 1. Coming out of turn number 1 to middle, out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, BJ. It's getting racy already.
And drivers shooting all over the place. Scott Fritz now takes a look to the inside of Mikey Neal Jr. for the race lead. He has a position, nearly making contact through turns 3 and 4. Fritz backs out of it, gives the position back to Mikey Neal Jr. David Farmer now taking a charge down the front straightaway. Looks to the outside of Scott Fritz. They're side by side through 1 and 2.
Your top 3 throw blanket over him in the 4th places. That 31 to Brent Holder. Gabriel Ellison on his outside to that 77 machine. Currently running in 5th. And then you see center cutter to 71. There's Jason Bridges, Jonathan Cogswell, and Doug Newbegin. There's Matt Bernier. And, you know, Alex Huffman is right there in 13. Just, he's on a Sunday drive.
He is, and you know what? There's not a lot of space from the leader all the way back to 13th. David Farmer does take over the race lead around the outside of Mikey Neal Jr. He's going to bring Gabriel Ellison right along with him, but from the front of the field to the back of the field, there's not a whole lot of space. There's still time for anyone to come through this field. You know, Alex Huffman looks like he's on a bit of a Sunday drive, just kind of hanging back there. Don't count him out just yet. We've seen him come with good late runs a lot throughout the season, so don't count out the driver of the number 2. But back up front, David Farmer has started to pull away. Gabriel Ellison falls into 2nd. Our pole starter, Mikey Neal Jr., falls back into 5th, right in front of Cedric Hunter. Last week we saw those 2 drivers battling it out for the lead, make contact, costing Cedric Hunter his chances of a race win by eventually taking him out of the race with it.
Well, you know what? Come on, Miss Daisy. Get that 4 up there. He get there. He get there. He get there. He's going to win tonight. That's my pick. We got it.
Okay.
David Farmer continues to lead. Ellison in 2nd. Holder in 3rd. Fritz and Hunter. Here's your top 5. As right now they're single file now up front. Right there you see Jason Bridges battling with Doug Newbegin. That Rooster Jim's coffee cup number 7 machine right there. Side by side, there's a battle for 8th and 9th on the track. And there comes that 2 machine. There he is. He's getting in there now. As he gets around Tony Iverson for that 12th spot. DJ, these cars are going fast around here. We're around lap number 7.
And lap's going to wind off very, very quickly. Average lap time for a Cup car around this track is going to be about 30.8, nearly a second faster than what we saw in the Xfinity. And to be honest with you, I can't remember what the lap times they were running in trucks, so I'm not even going to make a guess on that one. But about a second faster than what we were seeing last night out of Xfinity. So the lap's going to take off just that much faster here all night long. Top 7 cars looks like now starting to single file it out. Doug Newbegin right along in that 7th spot. Mikey Neal Jr., our pole starter, falls back into 8th. See if he maybe is just saving his tires, waiting for his opportunities later on in the run. Alex Huffman now battling down to the inside of Jason Bridges. He's going to have the position through turns number 3 and 4. Now looking heavy at the back bumper of the 48 machine, riding right along in front of Mo Abbott. Huffman now cracks the top 10.
Look at him go, but David Farmer's your race leader. There's the 31. He was strong last week. Now looks to the inside of Ellison, going into turn number 3. Here we go. Cameron didn't want to move. Trying to fire that cameraman there. But Holder going into that second spot, but Ellison battling back on the outside. Side by side for second, side by side for fourth and fifth on the track. As Hunter's in the inside of the one of Scott Fritz, he will take over that fourth position. Meanwhile, Ellison and Holder continue to battle side by side. Ellison gets around Holder. Holder will fall back in line. Now he's under attack by Cedric Hunter. Hunter goes to the inside, coming out turn number 4. He will take over that third spot. Look a little further back in the field. You see right there, the 15 of Matt Grenier battling with the 72 of Tony Iverson. Iverson on the outside, Matt Grenier on the inside. And then Brian Terry rounding out your field. Now some teammates right there, the 2 of Huffman and the 8 of Mikey Neal Jr. Gotta wonder, is this some kind of strategic plan to play it safe? As Mikey Neal Jr. qualified on the pole tonight, has fallen back 9 spots as of right now. And we're on lap number 11. David Farmer, Ellison, Hunter, Holder, and Fritz are your top 5.
Still battling side by side for that second position. Ellison to the outside, Hunter to the inside. He's come up through the field now to get these spots. He's up 6 positions since the start of this race already. Looking for more through turns 3 and 4. They're still side by side. Teammates, mind you, Hunter, very, very strong on the inside now. Brandon Holder all the way down nearly into the grass, trying to get every bit of ground made up that he can. Takes the high side through 1 and 2. We see multiple lines being used. Battle for the race to lead now. David Farmer under attack from Cedric Hunter. Hunter has the position down the back straightaway, down into turns number 3 and 4. Now Hunter clears him. Ellison takes a peek for that second spot from Farmer, thinks better of it, falls back in line.
Farmer shakes that little finger, says, no, 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 sir. You get back there. You're not getting around me. And look at here, Huffman up 5 positions in that 8th spot now, getting around Mo Abbott in the 48. There's Mikey Neal Jr. starting to follow through with them as they work their way back up through the field. Oh, the 72 machine. That's Tony Iverson. He got really loose out of turn number 2 there. He will fall back to that 13th spot. Meanwhile, you throw Blanket over 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th there.
And Mikey Neal Jr. now looks like he's starting to fight back a little bit more, starting to try to work his way back forward. He's fallen 7 spots since the start of the race, started on the pole, sits in 8th. Now fighting his way around. Scott Fritz has the position down into turns 3 and 4.
Coming out turn number 4, Hunter continues to lead here at Las Vegas. As they head into turn number 1. And you see Cedric Hunter actually pulled away from Gabriel Ellison in that second spot there.
Ooh, he looked very loose right there coming off the turn, very sideways in that number 71, but he manages to hold on to it and continues to pull away now.
He is dirt tracking, that was for sure. He's trying something new. Who knows? He might want to put his hand in dirt tomorrow night in the Pro Late Ball Series. And there's Mikey Neal Jr. making his way up to 6 after falling almost dead last. Neal is to the inside of the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell as he passes him. Neal back now in 5th, now trying to chase down the 7 of Doug Newbigin. Biggin looking to the inside of the 84, coming out of turn number 4 down the straightaway. Doug Newbigin, he wants that 3rd spot, and he has it at the line. Now he has his eyes set on the 77 of Gabriel Ellison. But you know what, Farmer, you better watch out, because here comes Mikey Neal Jr. To the inside of him, out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Mikey Neal Jr. heading into turn number 3. He's trying to reel in Doug Newbigin now as he clears David Farmer.
Mikey Neal Jr. fell all the way outside of the top 10 for a short time there. Found himself clear back in 11th. Now charged right back forward as he is heavy on the back bumper of Doug Newbigin for that 3rd spot. Right now it's the Lucky Ducks 1, 2, 3. Newbigin looking to change that up and split the team up a little bit. Down into 3 and 4. Neal holds the bottom tight. Newbigin slides up. He's at the door of the 7 out. Now breaks even with him. Mikey Neal Jr. at the stripe, back into the top 3.
He is going. He's back in a mission. Has a mission or something. What's the word?
Back in pursuit, man on a mission.
Man on a mission. Something like that.
I feel like you were trying to use both of those at the same time. Just wasn't quite working.
Right. And look at Mikey Neal Jr. now closing in on Gabriel Ellison at 77. So he started on the pole, led a lap, went all the way back to 13th, has made his way back up in this 3rd spot. In 21 laps, BJ, he's been all over this track in every position except for dead last.
That he has. Nobody else in the field can say that except for Mikey Neal Jr. And right now he is working his way back forward. Just 5 laps remaining here in the stage. 4 laps now as Cedric Hunter crosses the stripe.
Cedric Hunter looking to quack that duck if he wins. Stage number 1, BJ. You gotta make sure he goes quack quack.
All right. I've received a message to request that you turn off clock starting grid music.
Oh, no. No, we can't do that. Thanks, Travis. He had my back. Hey, thank you, Travis. It was exciting. That's what it is. I didn't know it was going to play for how many minutes has it been playing?
A little bit.
For a little bit. Boy, that must be a long song. Thanks, Mikey. And Travis. And, well. Oh, Jason.
Yellow flag is out. Caution flag will wave 1 lap early on the stage. So here on lap 24, the stage will come to an end. Cedric Hunter wins stage number 1. Mikey Neal Jr. in 2nd. Gabriel Ellison 3rd. Doug Newbigin 4th. Alex Huffman 5th. David Farmer 6th. Jonathan Cogswell 7th. Mo Abbott 8th. Scott Fritz 9th. And Brandon Holder will round out your top 10.
You know what it is? Me and BJ up here in the booth rocking our heads, jamming back and forth to the Bulls theme song. We just forgot all about the song playing. We just thought it was... Never mind. Oh. Night number 4 tomorrow night with the Bluegrass. Make sure to tune in. Brett Wheeler will be on a call for that. I'll be at a local dirt track.
Yeah, we'll find out if I find a ride to the local dirt track tomorrow night for our season finale, or whether I'll be on track at I-55 tomorrow. We'll find out.
Hey, you know what? All drivers come down pit road. But I'm going to say this, and I mean it with everything. Out of almost everybody I've ever spoken to, last night I got to talk to Travis Twitty. And if you haven't got to talk to him, he's the most realest person you could ever talk to. He's really a neat guy, to someone to get to know. And he's all about helping out one another. So, you know, if you ever come across him, make sure to say hi to him. Let's look who comes off of pit road first. It's going to be Hunter.
Oh, that was so close right there. But Hunter able to take it away. Mike Neal Jr. remains in second, Ellison in third. And you know, on the subject of Travis Twitty, if you ever get in Discord with him, ask him to share his camera feed. He has got the coolest rig that I think I've seen outside of somebody, you know, that's from NASCAR with these massive budgets.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's neat. Maybe we can get him in the Truck Series Monday night. You know, I don't know. I don't want to bug him too much while he's racing, but maybe we get him do it. If not, maybe next Tuesday night during the Xfinity Series. It's awesome to watch and look at. Me and BJ got to witness him race the Legends cars last night in it.
Yeah, and I was just told that you can check out the podcast and see his rig there as well. So you can see it there, and we will also try to get him in next week and have him on a live look in next week.
It's kind of funny because, you know, when Travis messaged me, said Showtime 79, and I was like, who is Showtime? I should have clicked on it right away, and I realized it was him. All right, Cedric Cutter and Mikey Neal Jr. Mikey Neal Jr., the only driver who's been in every spot on the track except for dead last. So, that's an accomplishment. They will restart in that second spot. We will actually go on board with Mikey Neal Jr. for the restart, or stage number 2. There you see Hunter fires off at the Geico restart zone. Neal goes to the bottom there. Now he'll follow the 71 of Hunter into turn number 1. Look at those cars. Fresh tires, BJ. They're looking racy. And look at Mikey Neal Jr. to the inside to battle for the race lead against Cedric Hunter.
Yeah, he wants that position back. This is the shortest stage of the race. So this is the stage worth going for as quickly as possible. Does not get the position. Momentum from the outside line for Cedric Hunter prevails. He gets moving, gets that lead back. Doug Newbigging around the outside as well through turns 1 and 2. Takes second away.
That's right, mate. Side by side racing for the race lead. The 7 is 71. Make your combination of the 771, BJ.
Ooh, it's a lot of 7s. You get all the Lucky Ducks drivers up here. It's a lot of 7s.
Quack, quack. Side by side for a race for the lead. Good racing. Then you have that third spot is David Farber. Gabriel Ellison in 4th. Mikey Neal Jr. to 5th. A little further back, you have Alex Huffman battling with Scott Fritz. Fritz on the outside. Then you have Mo Abbott and Jonathan Cogswell. And then you have Matt Grenier and Tony Iverson battling side by side. And there is Brandon Holder. He's dropped 7 spots from the start of this race. He must have had a bad pit stop there. He's battling with Tony Iverson in that 72 machine. And then Jason Bridges currently running at 13th with Brian Terry rounding out your field in that 13 to walk car.
He's just sitting back there and cruising right now, biding his time, saving his stuff at the moment. Still really early in the race. Plenty of time to get there. But back up front, the top 4 drivers now starting to spread out a little bit, get in line. Top 5, top 6 drivers now all starting to get in line. Doug Newbigging the race leader, David Farmer, splitting the ducks, falling in that second position. Then Cedric Hunter, Gabriel Ellison, and Scott Fritz, your current top 5.
Well, you definitely don't want to pluck the duck before it's dead, because that's going to be painful. And that's something that David Farmer is trying to do here. He's trying to figure out a way to get around Doug Dubigan for that lead. Now Ellison is battling with Scott Fritz. Fritz and Ellison side by side, giving to Scott Fritz going into turn number 3.
Yeah, Fritz wants to be another driver to split the ducks. So now we have Lucky Duck. We have, I don't actually remember what team. I'm going to actually see if I can figure out what team really quick that David Farmer is on. And Farmer is, I have no idea. Darn it.
Don't say there. I can't help you out there.
But Fritz now makes his way into third spot, starting to pull away from Cedric Hunter. Now Mo Abbott comes around the outside of Cedric Hunter. Hunter looking a little bit off pace right now. A bit surprised to see Hunter falling back like he is. Matt Grenier now looking to stick his nose in the mix as he is following Mo Abbott on the high side.
Look at Tony Iverson making some moves now. He's up to 7th spot after riding around in the back. Now he looks to the outside of the 71 of Cedric Hunter. You got to wonder, does Hunter not take tires or what's wrong? He's falling back. He dominated the first segment.
Cedric Hunter, no, he took tires. I'm showing 4 tires stopped for Cedric Hunter. So not real sure what's going on with that number 71 machine.
Well, he needs to be squeezing that rubber ducky, getting it up there because he's falling back. David Farmer, your race leader here at Las Vegas. Scott Fritz is 2nd. 3rd is Mo Abbott.
And Doug Newbigging also starting to fall back along with him. He finds himself back fighting for the top 5 right now as he's got Tony Iverson all over his back bumper. So both of these drivers falling back now makes me wonder if this is not a strategic move for these drivers. If you look just to the outside of Cedric Hunter now, it's one of their teammates, Jonathan Cogswell, qualified in 7th position and currently still riding in 7th, stayed consistent throughout the night. Wondering if these drivers aren't possibly bunching up with each other, trying to get together and work with each other to the front of the field.
As you're on board with Plainfield driver Jonathan Cogswell. The 27 machine is the 2 of Alex Huffman was to the inside. Now Cogswell looks to the inside of Tony Iverson. Iverson run the high line there. He just wants to go fast, BJ. That's all he wants to do. Go fast and turn left. As we're on lap number 38. Ooh. Iverson, a 3 wide going in. That's for 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Now back to double file. Mikey Neal Jr. right now riding in that 10th position. He went for the race lead earlier and now has fallen back when they hit the stripe. 11 laps to the end of the stage. Expect to see Mikey Neal Jr. do what he did earlier and start working his way back forward once again. Let's hope he didn't wait too long to do so. Scott Fritz right now trying everything he can to catch back up to David Farmer. Farmer led some laps earlier. Coming to the end of the stage, lost it to Cedric Hunter. Right now he's back up front. We'll see if he can hold on for 10 more laps as they roll through turns 3 and 4.
Coming out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. David Farmer leads another lap. We're on lap number 41 here at Las Vegas. It's almost time, folks, to show those cards. As we have less than almost 90 laps to go, BJ.
It'd be 93 laps to go when we hit the stripe right here to the end of the race, and just 9 to go to the end of the stage. Right now, breaking away from the pack is David Farmer and Scott Fritz. Those two drivers starting to pull away. Doug Newbigging finds himself back in that third spot. He's charging back forward, bringing Cedric Hunter with him.
Oh, Nelly, that camera was dangerous.
Now that is a gopher cam if I ever seen one.
I never seen it land there, but it sure did. We'll need some aspirin after that one.
I figured you need a little ass blaster.
I might need to clean some drawers. I have to get a hold of Alex Healy. That's his sponsor in the truck series. David Farmer continues to lead. Scott Fritz in second and Doug Newbigging in third. Hunter in his hip pocket there. Pair of teammates, the Lucky Ducks drivers, third and fourth on the board. And there is Alex Huffman, who rolled off dead last, currently running in the top 5 here at Las Vegas. Has 90 laps to go here.
I told you not to count him out.
Because I said he's going to win, he's up there now.
Cedric Hunter now up to that third spot, tracking down Scott Fritz pretty quickly. I might add 0.2 of a second. A lap almost as he takes a look to the inside, side by side across the stripe. Give it to Fritz at the line. But Hunter very quickly now into that second spot. Down into turn number 1, clears Fritz. Fritz now under pressure from Doug Newbigging.
Down the back straightaway they go. On lap number 45. David Farmer there. He wants to put his name in the hat of drivers to win a stage. Cedric Hunter gonna say, not if I can stop you. He's trying to get there as we're on lap number 46, 4 laps away to the end of the second stage. Now it's getting racing for that third spot there. Doug Newbigging to Scott Fritz and then Huffman right there and throw a blanket over those. Oh, now we look at Farmer. He saves it. How in God's creation did he do that? I don't know.
That car very quickly, not even sure what happened to him, just shot all the way to the inside, almost to the apron. Recovered that car, riding now back in that 8th spot. Cedric Hunter reclaims the race lead. Doug Newbigging in second. Alex Huffman finds himself in third. 2 of our top 3 drivers up 10 spots. That's going to be Doug Newbigging and Alex Huffman. Cedric Hunter up 8 spots. Our 3 biggest movers of the race are the top 3 right now. Steve, here's something of note. Every driver in the field except for 5 have gone backwards in this race. Cedric Hunter, Newbigging, and Huffman. The top 3 drivers have moved forward. Mo Abbott and Matt Grenier have moved forward. Everybody else has lost 1 or more positions. And Mo Abbott all the way down to the inside wall. Heavy damage to the right front. Look at the fender flopping on that number 48 machine. I expect to see him just bring it straight down pit road here.
He is going to do that. Wow. Meanwhile, the 71 going for his second stage win tonight as we're on lap number 49. Mikey Neal Jr. battling with the one of Scott Fritz there. That's a battle for 4th and 5th on the track. Give it to Mikey Neal as it come out turn number 4. Brendan Holder running in that 7th position. And there's David Farmer in 8th. Jason Bridges, Tony Iverson, and Brian Terry round out your field. Mo Abbott down pit road to make some extensive repairs on that machine as the white flag is out on this stage for Cedric Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter too big of a gap for Doug Newbigging to catch him. Huffman in that third spot out of turn number 4. The caution flag will wave here in just a moment. Right there it is. It's signaling the end of stage number 2. Cedric Hunter currently 2-4-2 here on the night. Can he make it 3? Time will tell.
It's Somebody's knocking. Should I let them in? And if it's Cedric Cutter, you definitely don't want to let him in, that's for sure. Because he's going to try to walk away with this thing.
If it's the pizza guy, I'm letting him in. I'm hungry.
Alrighty. As the drivers catch up to the pace vehicle, Cedric Hunter in that Roasted Jim's Coffee car number 7 machine. His teammate, Doug Newbegin, in his Roasted Jim's Coffee machine. And, you know, they're Lucky Ducks, they're teammates. One's in a Ford, one's in a Camaro. Chevy.
Yeah. Every once in a while, they find a diamond in the rough with them Fords, and it happens to be fast, and he can win a couple of stages. But you notice everybody else in the top 5. Okay, everybody else in the top 4 is in a Chevy. I'm just gonna leave that one at that. I started to say 5, and then I remembered Fritz is in a Ford.
Well,
Come on,
Jason
Scott.
Bridges is your only Toyota out there.
Go, Jason. I'm gonna pick Jason just because he's in a Toyota. That's my car choice.
All right, as they come down to make those pit stops, you see Cedric Hunter going in there. Let's see how these drivers fare. We'll turn this graphic off. Here's the line off of pit road. Oh, they're firing. Here comes the 71 and the 7 and the 2. 1, 2, and 3. Hunter, Newbegin, Huffman, Neal, Fritz, Ellison, Holder, Farmer, Cogswell, Grenier, your top 10 out of pit road. Let's see here.
And for the most part, most of the drivers remained in their position. Poor Mo Abbott, he's been on pit road for a total of 3 minutes now. 4 laps down. Sounds like Steve is caught up with your race leader.
Well, Cedric, I believe you have been squeezing the hell out of that little plastic ducky.
Yeah, we're doing what we can here. Fortunately, I love this track. It's my favorite track, and I feel like I'm pretty decent here. So if we can keep doing what we're doing, hopefully we can come home with a win. But as of right now, we got 2 stage wins, so I feel pretty confident about just that alone, locking myself into the next round as long as I show up next week. And I think I could afford to have a bad race and still be okay. So we're doing what we entailed to, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Awesome. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Roach's Dimes Coffee for being not only a team sponsor and a league sponsor, but also being on the car for me tonight. I want to thank Shady Designs and Lucky Ducks as a whole. That whole team does great things, and all their partners are great. So shout out to my teammates behind me. Well, Doug, I guess, behind me, and all the other Lucky Ducks guys in the field. And thanks to you guys.
All right. That is Cedric Hunter in a 71 machine. Well, BJ, let's see here. Lights are still on the pace car, so let's see what we can do here. This is Steve in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, what is your goal here in this final stage?
A win.
You got what it takes?
I don't know. The car feels pretty good. First turn, I ran it too hard to see kind of what the limit was, and then that stage, kind of ran more conservative, and the tire wear was much better. So maybe.
Well, go ahead and thank the 5 sponsors on your car.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said go ahead and thank your sponsors on that car.
Yeah, I got to thank BK Paints, Seed Brothers Trucking, and Ryan Campbell for spotting.
All right, that's Brendan Holder, the 31. He'll roll off 7th on his final stage. And let's see if I can remember where to bring you back to.
GBM.
All right, BJ, you got that?
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you. So far, caution free here at Las Vegas.
Well, if
Wait.
we stay on par with the with the truck and Xfinity, I believe we should only get one caution, right?
All right, but hopefully not. We need some more music. We need to continue to bang our heads up here in the booth. All righty, Hunter and Newbegin. That pace car will go make that mighty left-hand turn, and Hunter will bring him to the Geico restart zone for your final stage here at Las Vegas. Restart will happen on lap number 56. Green flag is out, and look at there, Cedric Hunter getting a good start. So is that two of Alex Huffman and Scott Fritz. Doug Newbegin got caught sleeping there, spinning the tires on that start there. Mikey Neal Jr. in the 8 machine, currently running in 5th. Gabriel Ellison to the south side has come out to down the back straightaway. There's Jason Bridges in the 23 machine, Toyota. And Tony Iverson. They're currently running in that 11th and 12th position. Tony Iverson not in the playoffs, but Jason Bridges is. Matt Grenier right there in the 10th spot. Jonathan Cogswell, he's in the playoffs, currently running in 9th. So is Brendan Holder. David Farber in that 7 machine. He currently is. Mikey Neal Jr. in the 8. He's not in the playoffs, BJ.
No, he is not. I didn't realize that. Are we sure he's not?
Well, he didn't wear the blue scheme.
Well, he might not be wearing the blue, but nah, he's actually sitting 3rd right now in
Well,
points.
he doesn't want no one to know that.
No, he's not in the playoffs.
There.
Why the heck ain't he got his blue on?
And Alex Huffman right now battling for the race lead. He started dead last. That driver has actually hit every spot on the track.
Yes, he has.
He had to outdo Mikey Neal Jr.
He definitely did. But, I got to say one thing about Mikey Neal Jr. that Alex Huffman still hasn't done, though. Alex Huffman may have hit literally every single spot, but he didn't do it all under green flag racing.
In a one stage.
in a single stage. Mikey Neal Jr. went from the front to the back to the front.
And Huffman is now starting to walk away here from Doug Newbegin as they come out turn number 4 to complete lap number 69. 74 laps to go here at Las Vegas. David Farmer making a comeback after almost spinning it out. He's in that 7th position battling with Mikey Neal Jr. the 8 machine. There's the 31 of Brendan Holder. There's Tony Iverson battling with Jason Bridges. That's for 11th and 12th on the board. Brian Terry holding that 13th position in the DeWalt 13 machine.
One thing of note here for Alex Huffman taking a race lead. I'm a little bit worried him taking the race lead this quickly, as we've already seen them do it in the last stage. Doug Newbegin, Cedric Hunter both dropped back in the last stage to save on their tires and everything, and later on took off back through the field to go 1 and 2 in stage number 2. Alex Huffman taking the race lead that early. A little bit worried about the tire situation for him, worried about him pushing it too much and burning him off too early and hurting him here in the long run. Everybody now in the top 4, single filed out battle going on for 5th. David Farmer side by side with Gabriel Ellison.
As you look, that mid backpack, there's good racing side by side as their top 4 are single file. And the truck series was really racy. The Xfinity series was racy. These Cup guys, they don't want to let you down, folks. They're putting on one hell of a show here tonight at Las Vegas.
That they definitely are. The best racing that I've remember seeing all season long has been here this week at the Sin City of Las Vegas. Top top 5 drivers rather, single filing it out. No, I was right the first time. Top 4. Brandon Holder throws his hat in the mix, getting back up there, trying to make a run for it on the outside, side by side with Scott Fritz down into turn number 1. Back a little bit further, we have Mikey Neal Jr. and Jason Bridges side by side. That's 4/8.
As we take a live look into Mikey Neal Jr. on lap number 64, you see the 77 of Ellison right ahead of him as they exit turn number 4 down the straightaway. A controversial Monday night between the 2 leaders of Hackney and Justin White, making contact when White was leading. And that allowed who to win, BJ?
Bobby Hall Jr.
That's right, Bobby Hall Jr. picking up the win Monday night. And let me tell you, Justin White, he was quit.
Yeah, definitely not the finish that I was expecting to the race, but an exciting one nonetheless. Keith Hackney, if I remember right, didn't even make it in the top 10 by the end of the night, possibly his worst finish of the season, if I'm not mistaken. But right now, back on track, Alex Huffman continues to lead the way, continuing actually to pull away from Cedric Hunter. Brandon Holder in 3rd, Gabriel Ellison finds himself in 4th. Doug Newbigin falls back to 5th. David Farmer finds himself back in 6th. Possibly the furthest back we've seen him here tonight. Jason Bridges up into that 7th spot. Scott Fritz 8th. Mikey Neal Jr. 9th. And Tony Iverson rounds out the top 10.
You know, my brain was thinking while he was talking. So, you know, we're going to have Tasha up in the booth on Monday night. We should get Travis in the booth on Wednesday night with us.
That would be fun.
That would. So, Travis, this is the key. Are you watching? This is your invite. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. Jason Collins will hand you the letter by Monday.
Who?
Jason Collins will hand him a letter.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something else. I was like, wait, what?
Like you being served, he gonna be served to come announce.
All right.
That's the key. See if Jason Collins is actually watching.
Oh, he is. I get told.
Well, let's see if he watches that part. As you look at Doug Dubig in there, riding in that 4th spot, and look here, Cedric Hunter's close up to the back of the number 2. Looks to the outside as they go to turn number 1. Hunter pulls alongside Alex Huffman now. Hunter to the race lead. Huffman will fall back to 2nd. Ellison in 3rd. Doug Newbigin 4th. Brendan Holder now battling with Doug Newbigin. He said he's going for the win. EJ, he's looking pretty strong.
Yes, he really is. Cedric Hunter right back once again where he finished the last 2 stages. Remember, those stages were lap 24 rather instead of 25. The first one, 50 for the second. So we're sitting pretty darn close to the end of what would be a 3rd stint of that length right now, sitting at lap number 71, about to be the end of lap 71, lap 72. He's retaken the lead, so if he can keep up this kind of momentum and on the end of his tire runs, take the race lead, manage to pull away, he'll be unstoppable here tonight as long as he gets his green flag pit stops underway and gets them done solidly.
He's saying, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, I saw a meme for that one, and the wrong wheel was taken off. It said, Jesus, wrong wheel. Didn't mean that one.
As Hunter comes to complete lap number 72 in the books. Out of 134, looking throughout your field, pretty much single filed out. There is Scott Fritz, all by his lonesome in that 13th position, way back there. There's Brian Terry trying to chase down Jason Bridges. Farmer and Neal right there. They're in 6th and 7th spot. Doug Dubigan looking to the inside of Gabriel Ellison momentarily. He'll fall back in line. See, this thing, I haven't heard anything from Travis Twitty, and we haven't heard anything from Jason Collins, so...
Well, Jason did message me. I was in the middle of sharing out the stream. So I got 2 questions that happened to this. What happened to Scott Fritz? And the other one, I will answer Jason's question. We said it is up to you to get a hold of Travis Twitty and serve him his papers to be in the booth on Wednesday night next week. That was what we said.
He asked you what we said.
Yes. But what happened to Scott Fritz while I was sharing out the stream?
Well, he wanted to share out the stream, so he parked it on the back straightaway and shared it out.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
See if we can look it through, see if I see anything interesting. And his name don't come up, so maybe I don't know what happened to him.
I'm on rewind on my end. I'm gonna see what I can find out.
As Cedric Hunter continues to lead here at Las Vegas, putting on a clinic, winning the first and second stage, and he's walking away with this one. As Gabriel Ellison is second, Alex Huffman has dropped back to third, up 10 spots with Doug Dubigan in his hip pocket. Mikey Neal Jr. passing the 31 of Holder. They're battling side by side. That is for 5th and 6th on the track. And give it to Mikey Neal Jr. as Holder had to check up there. Now allows Farmer now get to his outside going into turn number 3.
Well, find out what happened to Fritz. He and the 23 of Jason Bridges got together and got him sideways, and he fell all the way back to 13th position, last driver on the lead lap. But meanwhile,
he doesn't want you to tell his business.
I gotta give the fans updates. I gotta give our viewers updates.
Well, it was better saying he was sharing out the broadcast.
Where's the drama?
I'm joking.
Side by side now, 4th, 5th. David Farmer to the inside of Alex Huffman. Now, see, this is what I was worried about with the driver of the 2, was him burning off his tires and falling back, and it looks like that is what is going on now, as he's now falling further and further off pace as we reach the end of our first stint. Everybody else on the field starting to single file out. Cedric Hunter just continues to pull away from this field by nearly 2/10 a lap.
As they come across the start-finish line to complete lap number 79 here at Las Vegas. 54 laps to go. Hunter way out in front by his lonesome there right now, as Ellison and Newbegin 2nd and 3rd. Mikey Neal Jr. hanging on to that 4th spot. David Farmer's rebounded to the 5th position, as Doug Dubigan's all over the hip pocket of the 77 of Gabriel Ellison there. I am doing that. That's going to allow Mikey Neal Jr. to look momentarily inside, but cannot make nothing happen, as the 7 of Newbegin has the momentum and has the run going down the back straightaway.
First of green flag pit stops about to be coming underway. Several of the Lucky Ducks Motorsports drivers call out their pit stop. Brandon Holder calls out his pit stop. I see several, apparently only 2 of them called out their pit stops. So the first of our green flag pit stops underway. 53 laps remaining in this race. Cedric Hunter continuing to lead the way. He calls out his pit stop. He'll be coming down this time.
Maybe. He might be like Jinx. Nope.
Huh?
He does now. He makes it down there. They were going to relinquish the lead to Mikey Neal Jr. on lap number 83. David Farmer right there. There's Huffman and Matt Grenier, Brian Terry. As Hunter, Newbig, and Iverson, Bridges, and Cogswell all made a pit stop. As they come down the back straightaway, your race leader. In turn number 3, coming out turn number 4, Mikey Neal Jr. Started on a pole tonight, fell back to 12th position, made his way back up front. Been in the top 8 most of the night. Alex Huffman now making his pit stop. And so does Scott Fritz.
I expect Farmer and Neal to try to split the stage in half. Not a lot of laps left for them to be able to do it. I'll see, if we went green at lap number 55, that's going to be 50 right about. Nope, they can't do it, I don't think. Mikey Neal Jr. calls out his pit stop this time, so that puts a change in that one. Yeah, they can't do it because right now we sit 50 laps to the end of the race, and they're 30 laps into the stint, so they cannot make it on a one-stop strategy. I don't believe Farmer, Neal both down pit road. Grenier coming down pit road. Brian Terry, the lone driver left to come down pit road, and there he is coming down now.
And look here, Gabriel Ellison. And there is Cedric Hunter. So out of the pit stops, Gabriel Ellison had a pretty good pit stop. Come out ahead of the 71 of Hunter. As they go into turn number 3 there. That's Shady Designs, car number 77 machine. Being chased down by Lucky Duck, driver of Cedric Hunter, as they cross the start-finish line. Mikey Neal Jr. now making his way off of pit road. He will blend in down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, your new race leader is Gabriel Ellison in that 77 machine. Second, Cedric Hunter. Third is Doug Newbig. And fourth is Brandon Holder.
And we got 4 out of 4 Lucky Ducks drivers currently in this race, sitting in the top 5 right now. Brandon Holder separates the 2 of them, sitting in a 4th spot right now between Newbig and Cogswell. There you see Mikey Neal Jr. on track side by side with Alex Huffman. That is for the 6th position. Huffman with the position down the back straightaway. When they sneak by Tony Iverson, trying to make it a 3-way battle right there. 3 wide down the straightaway there, but Iverson backs it off, lets those 2 have it, falls in line, and going to continue on with their race now as Alex Huffman takes the position.
Meanwhile, you see the 77 of Gabriel Ellison. He'll put Mo Abbott a lap down. Cedric Hunter right there. We're about car length back. A little further back is the 7 of Doug Newbigin and Brent Holder. Holder trying to chase down Doug Newbigin. Jonathan Cogswell in that 5th position in Lucky Ducks, 27. And then Alex Huffman right there in 6th with Mikey Neal in 7th. Tony Iverson in 8th. David Farmer in 9th. 10th is Matt Grenier. 11th is Jason Bridges. 12th is Brian Terry. And Scott Fritz. And Mo Abbott right there going a lap down. He's the one who had the heavy contact out turn number 2. They got that fender put back on. He's just making some laps around here.
He's just taking his time right now, riding, getting some laps in on the track. 17 laps behind at the moment for driver of the 48 machine. Very unfortunate for him. But possibly some of the most realistic damage I've seen on iRacing so far, though.
Yeah. You know what? While we was playing the music through the first stint, No wonder Facebook was booming. As we're on lap number 91 here at Las Vegas, BJ backwards are running kind of low, kind of a little out of steam now. Coming to the final stint of this race.
Yeah, your pick to win is currently sitting in 6th.
He got it.
He's up 3rd most positions here in this race. However, still not looking very good at the moment. Top 7 drivers on track right now have all moved forward, though. That's a neat little statistic for you. Top 7 drivers all moving forward in this race. Right now, being led by Cedric Hunter, Gabriel Ellison, Doug Newbig against the Lucky Duck. 1, 2, 3, Brandon Holder sitting in 4th, separating the final Lucky Duck from the group. Riding in 5th right now, Jonathan Cogswell. We look on board with the 23 of Jason Bridges, riding right now in 10th position.
Yep, right now has the top 10. It looks like he's fighting that car a little bit, BJ.
Yeah, he's only got about 10 laps on those tires, though, so a little strange to see 12 laps actually on those tires. So a little strange to see him fighting it this early in the run. I mean, he could, his problem that he could be having right now is he could just be over driving it, pushing it too hard. It's a very good chance of that. It's one thing that most drivers, I shouldn't say most drivers, a lot of drivers, including myself, especially myself, really struggle with is just over driving the car. You know, you've got a fast car, you're good enough to be up there, but I know myself at least, I have a really bad habit of over driving the car when I feel like I should be further up through the field. I try to drive faster, I try to drive harder into corners, get on the gas sooner, and it just ends up biting me in the long run. And I kind of get the feeling that's what we're seeing out of the 23s. He rides right now in 10th, kind of struggling here tonight.
As we're on the roof cam of the 31 of Brandon Holder is currently running in that 4th position. Iverson there in his little fire suit. Look at him, he's already ready for Halloween.
He's Pennywise again here tonight. Who's the last time we saw Pennywise? I was on Keith Hackney's truck at Watkins Glen, I believe.
It was something like that.
I believe it was at Watkins Glen. Pennywise was on his truck, and now we got Pennywise on a helmet. I like it.
Cedric Hunter, your race leader. Gabriel Ellison is 2nd. Doug Newbegin right there at 3rd. And there's the 31 of Brandon Holder. Jonathan Cogswell a little further back there. Alex Huffman in 6th. He's up 7 spots. There's David Farber. Tony Iverson right there in 8th. There's Matt Grenier in 9th. Jason Bridges with the top 10. Then there's way back there Mikey Dill Jr., your pole sitter tonight. And Brian Terry. And there is Scott Fritz almost going a lap down to your race leader.
Yeah, Fritz just not able to recover since the contact earlier between him and Jason Bridges. It's not been his night tonight. Started up towards the front, fell back, managed to come back forward a little bit, and now he sits fighting to stay on the lead lap. Not a position that he wants to be in at the moment.
Well, would it be a position you want to be in? Better him than us, right?
Right. That's why I sit up in the booth, because I know I can't do that well even. I'll be 5 or 6 laps done without pitting.
As the drivers are on lap number 101, 33 laps to go here at Las Vegas. The laps are ticking down in a hurry. So this race, if it continues to stay green, should be finished in the next 15 minutes, BJ.
Yeah, the laps are just flying off of the board. Lap 101 already. Look, right now, Fritz makes his way around Moab, tries to put a little bit of a cushion between him and Cedric Hunter, the race leader. Abbott currently sitting 18 laps behind right now after the contact earlier. Hunter 1.3 seconds over his teammate right now. Gabriel Ellison in second. Newbigging nearly 2.5 seconds behind in third. Brandon Holder fourth, and Jonathan Cox will continue to be your top 5. No change in the top 5.
That's right, no changes, no changes. As BJ, they're pretty much spread out all through this track. There's Brian Terry coming out turn number 4. Mikey Neal crossing the start finish line, currently in that 11th spot. And there is your race leader, Cedric Hunter. Coming to 30 laps to go here at Las Vegas. BJ, some will say it's showtime.
It's showtime. I said it.
It's not much showtime makes you want to belch, don't it?
Everybody spread out. The action has kind of died off. Doug Newbing is, however, starting to catch his teammate of Gabriel Ellison, riding in that second spot right now, closing the gap, trying to gain every point that he can here. All 5 of the top 5 drivers actually are currently fighting for the playoffs right now, fighting for the top 8 positions. David Farmer now makes his way around Jonathan Cogswell. That is for your 5th position. Cogswell is going to take a look to the inside, try to battle back through turns 3 and 4. Farmer, with the momentum off the turn, secures that position.
Alex Huffman currently running in that 7th position. He's looking to chase down that 27 Cogswell. He wants to get in that fight with Cogswell and Farmer. Tony Iverson all by his lonesome there in that 9th spot. There's Matt Grenier in 8th. I mean, that gotta be lonely when you're that far away from each other.
Yeah, there's 2 songs that come to mind that we could be hearing in any cockpit as we go right along here. We could be hearing All By Myself, or we'd hear I Am So Lonely, So Very Lonely. All throughout this field, everybody spread out. 77 of Gabriel Ellison calls out his pit stop. This will be his money stop of the night, final pit stop of the night. Brandon Holder going to follow him in as well. First drivers come down for this pit stop.
Huh? What?
I don't know.
You heard mate.
Mate? Oh, yeah, because I said as well. That's right, mate, as well. And Cedric Hunter calls out his pit stop. Cogswell sounds like, I believe, the rest of the Lucky Ducks are coming down. David Farmer, if he does not come down, will resume the race lead. Alex Huffman right behind him as well. Farmer does not come down, so he does take over the race lead in that number 84 machine here on lap 109, 26 to go.
Huffman in the 2nd spot. Matt Grenier in 3rd. Tony Iverson in 4th. Mikey Neal Jr. stays on track. He will now be marked in your 5th position. David Farmer leading laps here at Las Vegas as he comes down pit road. He slows it down in time, but guess what? That 15 machine, he's going to stay out. He's going to lead the lap here at Las Vegas with Alex Upton in his hip pocket for the second spot. Farmer and Iverson down pit road. There's Tony Iverson making his way for his final pit stop of the night. Jason Bridges stays out. Now he's up to that 4th position. So does Brian Terry up to 5th. So your top 5 is Grenier, Huffman, Neal, Jr., and Bridges and Terry. Your top 5. This time by, we will have 24 laps to go here at Las Vegas as Matt Grenier and Alex Huffman continue to stay out. The 77 of Ellison getting around Matt Grenier, getting a lap back the hard way. Mikey Neal Jr. coming down pit road in that 8 machine. There's Scott Fritz.
I just hope Mikey Neal Jr. didn't wait too long to come down pit road. Going to cost him all that time out on the track. The top 5 drivers right now have yet to come down pit road for their final pit stop. Gabriel Ellison does make it by Mikey Neal Jr. Cedric Hunter actually makes it past both of them. So once the pit cycles continue on around, Cedric Hunter will reclaim the race lead. Look how far ahead he is over Gabriel Ellison now. Just absolutely unstoppable out here in that number 71. Huffman calls out his pit stop this time by
Alex Huffman making his way down. He's off the gas, making it, getting the speed there. You know, you don't want no setbacks. That's for sure. Brian Terry going to stay out and lead the lap here.
Go Brian.
Scott Fritz sitting in the 2nd spot. And there is Cedric Hunter coming out turn number 4. With 22 laps to go here.
Cedric Hunter 3 seconds. Sorry, 2.5 seconds rather over his teammate of Gabriel Ellison. Once the pit cycles back around with Brian Terry and Scott Fritz, once they finally come down, Brian Terry continues to stay out once again. The last driver to be expecting down pit road. Fritz came down this time on lap 112 for his final pit stop of the race. There he is, calls out his pit stop this time. So Brian Terry got his valuable laps led in for the driver of the number 13. He's going to bring it pit side now, get his fuel, tires, get himself set, ready to rock and roll to the end of the race.
There is the 71 coming out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, he will resume the lead with 20 laps to go here. 20 laps. We should be over with this race in around about 10 minutes time. Hunter way out in front from Ellison. There's Ellison there. Jason Bridges in between them. And then you see Brendan Holder right now with the top 3. David Farmer a little further back and forth there. Jonathan Cogswell in 5th. That's your top 5. Hunter, Ellison, Holder, Farmer, and Cogswell.
And Cogswell, last time by, set his quickest lap of the race. He said it is go time. He is ready to rock and roll and make his way forward. Matt Grenier actually, I believe, ties for 2nd fastest lap of the race the last time by. 3-way tie at that. He has also got himself locked in on fresh tires, ready to rock and roll, try to get his way forward as fast as possible. Right now, the Cedric Hunter still up front by 1.3 seconds over his teammate Gabriel Ellison. Brandon Holder 3rd, David Farmer 4th. Jonathan Cogswell still remains your top 5.
Mo Abbott gets out of the way of the 71 Hunter, allows Hunter to get around him. There's the 77 of Ellison in 2nd. Brandon Holder right there in 3rd. Then way back there, you see David Farmer in 4th. Cogswell right there in 5th. Matt Grenier and there's Alex Huffman. Huffman in that 7th position. Mikey Neal Jr. at 8, Tony Iverson in 9th, and Jason Bridges with the top 10 here tonight. Coming to 16 to go.
And just 16 laps left in this race for Cedric Hunter. He's got no pressure from anybody around him. Gabriel Ellison, his teammate. He's got to hope for a mistake from Cedric Hunter, or a caution, or just anything right now to allow him to catch back up. The one thing that Cedric Hunter is not wanting is just that, a caution.
Well, I really can't tell you what happened to Mikey. He's been all over every position on this track. He's been battling hard, rebounding good, falling back pretty hard. And right now he's sitting in that 8th position. As you look at Jason Bridges gets around your leader of Cedric Hunter. Jason Bridges will unlap himself the hard way. With 14 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Gabriel Ellison still running in 2nd spot, trying to chase down his teammate. Brandon Holder there in 3rd. That's your top 3. With 13 laps remaining. Ellison in 2nd, Holder right there, trying to chase him down. Farber further back, currently in 4th. There's Jonathan Cogswell. Bo Abbott, who's multi-laps down in between those two drivers. There is Brian Terry. And Scott Fritz. Terry looking to the inside of Jason Bridges. Or not Jason Bridges, 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. As Terry does get around Cogswell there. Terry currently running in 11th spot. Cedric Hunter way out in front here. Coming to 11 laps to go. See the drivers where I'm going to go for Cam now as the drivers come around. Turn number 1 here at Las Vegas.
Laps just continuing to wind down over 2-second gap now between Cedric Hunter and his teammate Gabriel Ellison. Cedric Hunter has this one wrapped up, basically, unless there's a major mistake from him. Brandon Holder, one of those drivers looking for that mistake. The Mammoth Spring Arkansas driver, 31. We look on board right now, and he's actually starting to gain ground on Gabriel Ellison. The question right now is, will he have time to catch him with just 10 laps, 9 to go once we hit the stripe?
Cedric Hunter, your race leader, is on board with him, and his Rose's Jim's Coffee, number 71. Well, BJ, you know what I got today? An iPhone 14. I was kind of excited because I had an iPhone 12. I always keep my phones for about 2 years. Not much has changed, but there's some changes, but not much.
Oh, well, that's surprising. I was going to say, let me guess. Mr. Super Tech Savvy, greatest tech guy ever. Got the iPhone 14, couldn't figure out how to work it.
No, it works fine. What sucks is my place of employment, I had to use their Wi-Fi, and it's very slow Wi-Fi, I can tell you that. So what took another phone of mine to get going in like 7 minutes. It took me 3 hours.
Oh man. I don't do iPhone. I do actually do Android, and I actually get it through my internet provider, so that's quite nice. All my bills wrapped up into one.
You have your Xfinity phone.
Yes, sir. I got probably one of the nicest phones I've ever had, and I got it completely free through Xfinity with a rather reasonable plan at that. It's cheaper than the last plan that I had, so I'm quite satisfied.
There you go. Coming to 6 laps to go. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night with the Pro Late Models. Brett Wheeler will be on a call for that. There's Brandon Holder in that 3rd spot. He better watch out because David Farber has closed the gap and now is in striking distance here in Las Vegas out of turn number 4. Farber going to look to the outside of him at the start-finish line. 5 laps to go. Give that 3rd spot to David Farber. But Holder says, we're not done yet, buddy. We're going to fight for this. As they come out on turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Jonathan Cogswell right there in 5th. Alex Huffman in 6th with Doug Newby behind him. Doug is a lap down in at number 7. Matt Vernier in 7th. Mikey Neal Jr. in 8th. Jason Bridges in 9th. Tony Iverson with the top 10 here at Las Vegas.
Yeah, 4-second lead, 4 laps to go. Closest battle on track right now is that of David Farmer and Brandon Holder for that 3rd position. Farmer has got it locked away, though.
You know, I just thought so. You know how we get people watching that podcast?
How?
Well, with 2 laps to go, we shut off the stream and you gotta watch the podcast find a finishing. 2 laps of the race.
Oh, man.
I'm just joking, Jason. I would not do that to you. But Center Cutter way out front with 2 laps to go. There is the 77 of Gabriel Elson way back there in 2nd spot. David Farber in 3rd.
That, Steve, I do believe would be called diabolical.
That's a big word for me.
Out of turn number 4, white flag in the air for Cedric Hunter. Just 4 more turns over a 4-second lead. Nobody's got anything for Cedric Hunter. He's pretty much got this one in the bag unless there is a mistake, and he's got 4 turns to make one.
As you're watching the other drivers coming across the start-finish line there, Cedric Hunter coming out of turn number 4. He's going to pick up the win here at Las Vegas. Gabriel Elson in 2nd. David Farber with the top 3. Brandon Holder and Jonathan Cogswell rounds out your top 5.
What a good race by Cedric Hunter. Clean sweep of the night, stage 1, stage 2, and then winning the race. Fantastic job by the driver of the 71. He said it last week when we talked to him. No, week before last when we talked to him, that he had planned to come out here and just make smart moves, secure himself in with stage wins and a race win, and he does just that here in the first race of the round 12.
Take a look at your finishing results here. Cedric Hunter with the win. Gabriel Elson will come home in 2nd. 3rd would be David Farber. Brandon Holder will come home 4th. Jonathan Cogswell will come home in 5th. 6th will be Alex Huffman. Matt Grenier will come home in 7th.
There's going to be Mikey and Neil Jr. in 8th, Jason Bridges 9th, Tony Iverson will round out your top 10. Then it's going to be Scott Fritz, Brian Terry, Doug Newbigging, and Mo Abbott will round out your field.
Well, caution free tonight, folks. Cedric Hunter picking up the win.
Isn't this twice this season, both times in the playoffs, that the Cup Series goes caution free and beats out both Truck and Xfinity Series on having less cautions?
Maybe.
I believe it is.
Ain't gonna give him credit.
But there's a little bit to that, though. These next gen Cup cars are a little bit more difficult. I think they are. I don't really care personally for the way that they drive, and that attributes to a lot of the cautions, I believe. And twice this season now, and I believe both of them were in the playoffs. They've made it caution free when Truck and Xfinity did not. So kudos to these guys out here.
Definitely. As we wait for your top 3 to come in for their interview.
Cedric Hunter currently still out on track celebrating. Ellison and Farmer. I still don't see Farmer in the Discord. Ellison is probably down there with his teammate Cedric Hunter celebrating their finish at the moment.
All right. Well, we're still waiting. To keep on, we're going to have to go to Jason Collins to do their interviews for them.
Well, Collins did just call for them. 77 of Gabriel Ellison, second place finisher tonight, has made it. There is our race winner. Just waiting to see if David Farmer makes it. And there he is. All right, there's everybody.
All right, Cedric Hunter picking up the win. 3 for 3 for that tonight. Both stage wins and the last one. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I was hoping it was going to play out just the way it did, and thankfully, that was the case. We had good pace tonight. Like I said earlier, I absolutely love this track. It's my personal favorite in the sim, and I had this one circled from the start of the season. So, I guess going into the future, the next race I'm looking out for is Charlotte, and then obviously Phoenix. We're gonna have to put down a lot of practice for Phoenix if I can actually get there. A lot on the line.
Definitely a lot of the line. So this is your favorite track. We head into Bristol next Wednesday night. How's Bristol rank for you?
Bristol's pretty good. I did a league race there a few weeks ago, and I am pretty awful on the short run, but my long run pace is really good. Obviously, the 50% fuel is going to help me, or is going to hurt me a little bit with that. But if we can figure out, I guess the short run will be in a ideal spot. But thankfully, I don't have to worry about Bristol too much with being locked into the next round, and then we got a lot of bonus points or playoff points going into pretty much the final round. So it's going to help tons.
Definitely. So in the points, in the chase like that, winning tonight locks you in for the next round. So you get to sit kind of pretty going into Bristol.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot less stress. That's good. Hopefully I can do the same thing with Charlotte in the next round and don't have to worry about Martinsville. Obviously, I love the short tracks. They're so much fun to run, but they are chaotic, as we all know. So the fact that I don't have to worry about Bristol is a huge weight off my shoulders, and I could just go there and be the only person to really just enjoy their race, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, go ahead. Thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to Rosa Gems Coffee. I don't win often. It's only my second win in the league, but they've been there throughout the whole season. So I think their support. I also want to give a huge shout out to Lucky Ducks and everyone that's involved with the team. They've helped me tons throughout the season, and I look forward to working with them in the future. And I want to thank Jason and everyone in charge of running the league for doing what they do, as well as all the drivers that show up on a regular basis, and all the fans out there that tune in. Thank you so much, for you, and also you guys for doing what you guys do. Thank you.
All right. That is Cedric Hunter coming home with the win. And now I'm going to interview your second place finisher tonight, Gabriel Ellison. Congratulations, Gabriel, on your second place there. Podium finish, that's for sure. Good racing tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that was a good one. That pretty interesting car and setup there. It would start off super tight, and then you get to the back end of the run, and it would just get super loose. So I mean, I feel like that was the key, was keeping the tires under it through the run. So then when you got to the end, you wouldn't be snapping loose. And I think that's what Cedric did better than anybody, was just conserving the tires throughout the run. But second place, got a lot of stage points. Can't complain.
So you go into Bristol next week. What's the game plan? What's the game mindset for that?
Yeah, I mean, going to try to focus on qualifying quite a bit, because I haven't raced there in this car yet, but I'm imagining passing is going to be pretty hard, just like it always is. So track position is going to be huge, and obviously not dying, which out of your hands a lot of the times. But if I can go in there and hopefully get some stage points early on, I can lock myself in to the next round. So that's probably the goal. Obviously, you want to win, but I just don't know about it.
Well, go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Yes, sir. Huge shout out to Roasted Gems Coffee. Use code Lucky Ducks for, I believe, 15% off. Maybe 10, I can't remember. Huge shout out to Shady Designs, as well as RS Button Boxes. Then huge thanks to you guys at Bluegrass and the broadcast for putting all this on.
All right, it's Gabriel Ellison coming home in second place. BJ's running over there to get a interview with your third place finisher tonight.
That's right. I managed to catch up with the driver, the number 84, David Farmer. Man, David, you've had quite a few ups and downs this season. Tonight, led quite a few laps, found yourself in third place at the end of the race. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it was just the car ended up getting snapped loose after the first stage, pretty bad on me. And same thing happened in the second stage, and I was finally able to make some adjustments and save a little bit. But man, it was a good race. I enjoyed it. It was unfortunately I'm the same boat that Alex Healy's in the truck race. I'm not able to make next week's race, so I think this will probably be the end of my playoff run.
And that is unfortunate. Next week runs into Bristol.
Yep, and being a cutoff race, it'll need to be there, but it is what it is.
That is very unfortunate for you and the 84 team, but
yeah, no, just getting ready for next season already.
Well, you still have a few races in the books though to the end of the season. You still plan on continuing to race on throughout the rest of the season?
Oh yeah. The field's so low. I don't. The more I can race with these guys, the better. They're all better than me. The more I race with them, the better I'll get.
All right, very well said. Well, good. Thank you, sponsor. Shout outs, everybody. Help make it possible for you.
Yeah, just thank you guys first and foremost for doing the broadcast. Thank Jason for getting us all together and keeping this boat afloat. And number one, definitely thank my spotter Alex Healy and my teammate Matt Grenier for all the strategy we've had the past few races. It's really been a turn for the better, I think.
All right, well, congratulations again on your third place finish.
Thanks, guys.
Steve?
Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast here tonight at Las Vegas. Don't forget the Bluegrass will. Oh, I saw Jason something about Bradley. You mentioned he missed the race, been in a hurricane. At first, I thought he meant he missed the broadcast messed up. I was like, huh? Anyway, we round out here at Las Vegas. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night with the Pro Late Model Series at I-55. Brett Wheeler will be on the call for that. It's going to be exciting. But until then, we're going to say good night, God bless, and we'll see you next week at Bristol. Right. It would hold me up. Yep. Right. Yeah, at the end, it's kind of